Hey guys, it's me, Daryl, back again. I'm glad you're here. Whether you're watching live or the recorded version, I am thrilled that you're taking some time to check it out. Now, last week, a lot of you hit the comments and engaged, and I loved it. It was awesome hearing and seeing where people were watching from. I heard from old acquaintances, old friends, players I used to coach, people I've been in business with, people building businesses, and a few others. I love getting those comments. I love this being a two-way street. I'm going to do that each and every week. And starting right now, I'm going to ask you to do the same thing. I want you to jump into the comments right now and let me know something you're afraid of. Crazy request, right? Well, I am going to be digging into a topic where I come face to face with some of my fears and the lesson learned in starting this coaching business. And it helps me knowing that I'm not the only one who's going to be laying my soul bare. So jump in the comments right now. Let me know something you're afraid of. I don't care if it's the boogeyman. I don't care if it's driving on the expressway. I don't care if it's your kids. Just let me know that I'm not alone in being willing to put a fear or two out there. So as for the topic this week, I guess it's been about a month, a little more than that, since I announced to you and, well, everybody else I knew that I'm starting a coaching business, that I'm getting out there and I'm going to begin coaching people. Now, I've been doing it for a while previously, but it had kind of been on the down low. It had been stuck behind some of the other things I was doing. But over the last month or so, I've announced it publicly. I sent out an email, let everybody know what I was doing. I've been very public about it here on Facebook and on other social networks. So it's official. I'm out there. And it has been a whirlwind. There have been so many things that have happened over the last month that caught me off guard, that surprised me. But I think I was so caught up in just the momentum and the pace and trying to get everything done and everything out that I really didn't take a lot of time to exhale and just experience them for what they were. So this past week, I did that. I slowed down. I took a step back and I just reflected on the start that is launching this business. And in doing so, I started capturing all the things I've learned. And when I was done, I looked down and I had this list that was pretty powerful. And I knew immediately that it was something that would serve me going forward in the clients I coach, in anything and everything else I do in raising my kids. But I also thought that it could serve you. So I want to share some of those things with you in this week's video. So, the first one is all about perfection. And I know I did a video earlier about perfection, but I've never considered myself a perfectionist. Yet this experience has kind of opened my eyes to see just how much that impacts what I do. So the first thing I learned is that perfection masks fear. So what I mean by that is, for me, I spent so much time trying to get everything right, trying to get every piece of copyright, every word I wrote, every part of the website, anything I did, I wanted to tweak it and play with it and edit it until it was perfect. And I realize now that that was just my way of not having to do this, not having to get out there publicly, not having to share what I was doing and open myself up to criticism, feedback, whatever you want to call it. My perfectionism, my desire to be perfect kept me safe, but it didn't serve me, right? It really covered up my fear of rejection, my fear of, getting laughed at, my fear of what else, just anything that you can imagine could be waiting on the other side of doing something new, right? And it's natural for any of us to feel those things, to have that uncertainty when we do something new, especially when we do it publicly. So of course we find ways to kick that can down the road just a little bit further and a little bit further. So while I was telling myself that the perfection was helping me be a little more professional or build the perfect product or build just the website of all websites, the reality is that it was keeping me safe, it was keeping me small, and it was masking my fear. So once I was able to get past that and just get stuff out there, I was able to push past that fear. And more than anything, it taught me that I could do it. And it's allowed me to be more confident in everything else I do. So that's the first thing I've learned, is that perfection masks fear. So now I know that the next time I find myself being hypercritical, trying to be perfect about every little thing, that I can ask myself, is what I'm doing calling for perfection right now? Or am I driving towards perfection for some other reason? So that's number one. Number two, I learned that they're your thoughts. I'm sorry, they're not your thoughts. They're my thoughts, not yours, right? So what I mean by that is I was so worried about what people would think, right? I've built businesses, I've done the e-commerce thing, I've been in marketing, I've helped a lot of you build businesses from a marketing standpoint. But this leap into coaching is something entirely new. And while I'm able to lean on my past experiences, it's me wearing a completely different hat than I'd ever worn before, a completely different identity. And my mind would just play these tricks on me about, well, what are they going to say? What are they going to think? Are they going to believe that I'm up to it? Are they going to trust me? Right? And I worried about that so deeply, which goes back to point number one. And I think that's what was driving the perfectionism. Once I got out there, I sent the email. I've had so many incredible responses from people saying, hey, you were made for this, or hey, you coached me here, or you mentored me there, you helped me grow my business, or you helped me start a business. People have been reaching out left and right telling me that I was made for this, right? So with all of the positive feedback I've received, I realized that those voices in my head, me projecting, what are they going to think? What are they going to say? Well, it was never really about them. Those were some of my own fears and my own concerns going on in my head that I was projecting onto all of you. So let me just stop here and say thank you for the feedback. Thank you for your belief in me, your trust in me, your engagement, and your attention. It means the world. So lesson number 3 is it's never as scary as you think. And again, we're kind of playing on this fear theme because I think anytime we do something new, that fear is going to be there, right? It feels like we're stepping out of something known. And that's what it was for me. I'd built a pretty robust marketing business. People trusted me. People were calling me. People looked at me as a thought leader. I stood up on stages and gave presentations. I spoke at conferences, right? So I felt like I was stepping out of a place where I was looked at as an expert and stepping into an unknown. And that felt scary as hell. It really did. I didn't know what was behind that door. And when I think back to all of the fear, all of the uncertainty, all of the unease, now that we're here, a few weeks after launch, I realized it was all unfounded. This hasn't been scary at all. In fact, it's been exhilarating. It's been thrilling. The engagement, the feedback, the new clients, the new opportunities, the new people I'm meeting and being introduced to, the number of you guys going out of their way to help me has been incredible. And we'll just make this kind of a bonus, but I talk about what will they think, and I talk about it's never as scary as you think. It's actually been just the opposite. Many of you have reached out to me to let me know I love what you're doing and wanting to help, wanting to give me tips on these videos, wanting to give me and connect me to other coaches or other people who are out in front of me, wanting to bring me into their organization or their groups to share what I'm doing, share what I know, and serve as a coach. So partnership opportunities are opening up. So here I was thinking, what are they going to think? Are they going to really trust me at this next step? And you've done more than trust me. You've invited me into your groups, into your businesses, into your lives, and you guys are helping me. So it goes even further. So it's never as scary as you think, right? All of that time I spent worrying about what are they going to think and what are they going to say and what is this going to mean and can I pull it off was wasted because here I am and a month later, there's no doubt. From what I'm seeing right now, there's no doubt that this is going to be successful. There's no doubt in me that this is what I was meant to do and where I was meant to be, right? So that's number 3. It's never as scary as you think. And number 4, and the last one I'll leave you with is simply, this has been an incredible gift to myself. The things I've learned, the things I've just shared with you, those are things that I'm going to be able to take with me into everything I do, right? I'm sure there will be things I'm launching. In fact, I'll tell you about one thing here in a few minutes, but there are going to be things I'm launching and things I'm doing and things I'm walking into professionally and personally, things I want to give my kids confidence and lessons and things I want to share with them that I'll be able to take this journey and this experience into all of those things. So this has been an incredible gift to myself. Not only the fact that I'm doing work that I am incredibly passionate about, but also the personal growth and personal development and professional growth that has been inherent and waiting for me in the process. So those are 4 of the things that I've learned. Now, you all know I always like to keep these videos short. I like to make them easy to digest. So there were a lot of other notes that I took about things I've learned, right? And I want to share those with you. I just don't have time to do it in this video. So what I did was I put together a PDF. It is absolutely free. I'm not selling you anything. You can go download it right now, right? So you'll find the link in the comments, but it's a free PDF to see the other lessons I've learned. I'll include the 4 I've talked about, and I'll include a few others. So hit the comments right now, click on the link, and you'll have instant access to that PDF. Lastly, I mentioned it last week a little bit, but I'm working on something that is really exciting for me. So many people I've talked to, and in this early work I've done, have talked about goals and things that they want to do in their business and in their life that they just haven't quite gotten to or haven't quite been able to accomplish. And when I hear themes over and over and over, I think it is God or the universe or something telling me, hey, you need to pay attention. There's something here. People need help. There's something you can offer. So what I'm doing right now is I'm putting together a course, and it's literally 1 month, 1 goal. I want to help each and every one of you get to their goals in a month's time. And I kept it short intentionally. We don't all have time to, think about something for 3, 6, 8, 9 months, right? But what would it look like in your life if you could take the next 30 days and accomplish a goal that is meaningful to you and to your business? So it's not ready yet. I'm right in the middle of developing the content for it. It's going to be an awesome course, and I can't wait to introduce it to you. Lastly, if this is your first time checking out one of my videos, thank you sincerely. Make sure you get over to my website, darrellsweeney.com, and subscribe so you can see more of these. Make sure you can hit the link below, right? Grab your download. You can subscribe there as well. But just thank you for being here. For those of you that have been on this journey with me since the beginning, I appreciate you. I love you. Do me a favor, hit the comments again and tag somebody who this will be useful for, right? Let them know that, hey, check out this video. There's something in here that I think can inspire you, can help you, can support you. I hope this video has done some of those things for you, and I can't wait to see you next week. Thanks. Bye.